What's happening, gamers? It's K-Mega405 live from the 405 I'm just your regular gamer talking to the intelligent gamers. Now, if you are new to the channel, please be so kind to hit that subscribe button. It would definitely be appreciated. Also, I don't ever announce the Patreon enough. The GRG Patreon is up and running. It's been up for a couple of months here now, and we're going to be giving away 3 games here. We're going to call the winner at the end of the month. And the 3 games will be The Crew 2, Street Fighter Collection, and also, what is this game called? It's Warhammer Vermintide 2. And that game I have to get my hands on because it looked really dope. I just haven't had the chance to play it. But regardless of that, yeah, join the Patreon and have a chance to win those 3 games. And hey, you know what I'm saying? We'll be giving away games every month. You know what I'm saying, to go and show the support to our Patreon followers, man, because again, without you guys, we would be nothing. So thank you. Anyway, so let's get on to this video. So I mean, it's not doom and gloom. This is not, you know, normally if you listen to certain videos that's saying something maybe negative or not in the most positive light about Xbox, it'll be doom and gloom. The world is falling, Xbox is dead. You don't want to hear that from me. But the fact of today's video, it's not in a good spot for me, especially for one particular game. You know, I'm not feeling too good about this one. But again, let me just break it down. Okay, both of these games were announced, I think, in 2014, and it's crazy because both of these games have been highly scrutinized, and they've had their issues from one way, shape, or another. They both were delayed, especially one has gotten completely delayed till now, which is Crackdown 3. And now only hearing for all the backlash, it's been kind of the butt of jokes for a lot of the Xbox haters out there because of the delays and because of a lot of other things that you may have seen about with Crackdown 3. And now it seems like it's just not getting any better, for the fact that there has been reports that saying that the destruction is not going to be as what we thought from what we've seen from that demo, and that is a fail. There's no way, shape, or form you can't sugarcoat it, you can't damage control it. That is a fail. You know, if you're going to show that tech demo, get everybody excited, because I think for a lot of people that may not be Crackdown fans, that multiplayer aspect of having using the cloud or whatever to having everything be destructible, that would put butts to the seats. That would have people gravitate to that game. Plus, that game is going to be on Game Pass. That game would be hot, regardless of all the hate that it has been getting. But now to see that this game is not going to have that level of destruction, it's a fail. It's a horrible situation. And look, it just comes to show that this game, it's just not ready for prime time. Now, as for me, I'm still going to buy the game and support it because of the fact that I think that the game, from what they showed at E3, looked fantastic. The story mode and the multiplayer still have destruction, like they've said, but the part of it is that it's just disappointing to me because I'm a big, huge Battlefield fan and I love the destruction. And if you tell me that this game is going to have this amount of destruction, wow, like it just proclaims to be one of my most anticipated games of 2019. It was for 2018 and got delayed, hoping that everything was going to be implemented like it was supposed to, and now to hear that it's not, it's very disappointing. Plus, also you hear that Microsoft said there will be no more delays. So of course the people saying it's going to be canceled and all of that, but I just think that Microsoft is saying, look, we're tired of hearing people talk down about this game, and we're probably tired of having this game out here. And this is one reason why Phil Spencer don't want to talk about these games too early. I mean, we talk about Scalebound to death. Now we're talking about Crackdown to death. And when you don't have the results to prove that the wait was worth it, then it's a fail. So, you know what I'm saying, Xbox fans, we just got to eat crow on this one. For everybody that's talked about that this was going to be this way, this was going to be that way. And the games could still be great, but it's still going to be scrutinized because of what they tried to sell us. That's just the bottom line. And so now the big thing for me that I was really, when I read this, I was really pissed off. And that was in regards to Quantum Break. Now, this report, it's just a report, but Remedy, the CEO, came out and said that, look, we want to make Quantum Break 2. We want to make Alan Wake 2, but it's Microsoft that's basically holding us back because they seem like they're not interested in doing that. Now, I've said this on podcasts that I ran into the team at Remedy that was showing off Control. And I brought that up to them about, hey, about Quantum Break 2. They just smiled. I said, I hope you guys can work together and do it. And they're like, yes, we definitely hope so too. And they were just smiling. I was telling them about I'm going to support what they're doing about that. It was really cool. Met them out there in LA. And they would seem to be really nice people, right? So for Microsoft to not bring out one of their titles that I have been anticipating, and a lot of people that's actually played the game actually understands that the game is really cool and they like it. What the hell are you doing? I understand that you acquired the 5 studios, and I know that they're going to acquire more. But Quantum Break, Alan Wake are games that gamers want. You have been doing such a fantastic job with the game, with fan service. I just can't see why would you turn this game away, or either of these games away, from Remedy. Now, look, I mean, in my world of worlds and fantasies and dreams, that maybe this could be a thing of like, well, we're not gonna let you go forward with this because we're gonna purchase you because of, you know, I brought this up yesterday that, hey, they could go ahead and they could acquire Remedy, which I think everybody would be pleased with that. But for them to come out and to say this is just like when Insomniac did about Sunset Overdrive. And I'm not the biggest Sunset Overdrive fan, but there is a fan base for it. I've said this on podcasts numerous times. I said, look, if you know what I'm saying, to make people feel validated about buying the Xbox One brand and being behind it, I mean, even just being an Xbox owner, for all the scrutiny that we get. So not potentially bringing Quantum Break 2 or Sunset Overdrive 2, maybe even Killer Instinct. We haven't even heard anything about Killer Instinct. Recore. I mean, we've heard that Shannon Loftus bring up Recore, but if we don't get any of these games, then this is an absolute fail, a terrible mistake on Microsoft's part. I think that if they're going to go that route, then they deserve to be annihilated by the press and by the gamers themselves and by their biggest fans. Because to me, if you have games that have that type of potential, they need to have a second chance. But I'd like to hear your thoughts about everything. Everybody have a good one. Peace.
You know what I'm repping? 20 million 20 years ago, cuz you was like 7. You ain't gotta like it. Bitch, you gon' respect it. Look me in my eye, motherfucking legend.